everyone, I'm Amy with Booktubing Amy, and today I'm doing the Reread, Rewrite, or the Burn book tag today. So what the tag is that you draw 3 of the books that you have written out on a sheet of paper, and then you say whether you would like to reread them, rewrite them, or burn the books. And I thought of a cool way to do this. Instead of picking some of my worst and favorite books, instead I picked the books that I have read this year. I've read 27 books according to GoodReads, and GoodReads is always up on the newest, latest, and greatest of my book expenditure. And so I picked a couple books from each series, like one book from a series or one book from a different author or whatever like that, and I put them all on a sheet of paper. That way I can say what books I'd like to reread, rewrite, and burn. Alright, so I'm going to draw these and shuffle these up, not looking, as you can see. Alright, I got 2. And they are Pleasures of a Dark Prince by Kresley. I finished this the other day. This was an amazing book. This is the Immortals After Dark series, the 9th book. If I can get it apart. There we go. Alright. That book, oh my goodness, I love that book. Quick review of it. So, the first part of the book, first 2 or 1 chapters, takes place about a year ago, before this book actually starts. And I was reading it, and I was going, that there were mentions of a couple characters that like haven't met their mate yet, or had died, or that it was just one of those. I just like, oh my goodness, what happened? Am I lost? Then they did it a year later, and it was so much better. Actually, what I really want to talk about is this book is the fact that they have a miscommunication, and it's just one of those things. I was walking and reading this book at the same time, and I was yelling at the book because the characters weren't talking to one another. Now I understand why she did this, because later on it talks about conflict, or there's a conflict and all that fun stuff, but it was just one of those things. I gave this a 5-star. It was so good, and it was just so good. Okay. So it's going to be hard to beat Reread on that one, because I actually didn't want to reread that one. Breaking Away by Toni Aleo. This is the 5th book in the Assassins series. Goodness gracious. And the 3rd one. Finding the Lost by Shannon K. Butcher. The 2nd book in the Sentinels' War. I'm going to hate to do this. Alright, so no doubt whatsoever, Reread, I'm to reread first, will be Pleasures of a Dark Prince by Kresley. That's no question. I really did enjoy that. I just finished it last week. It was so good. So good. 5-star. Okay, Finding the Lost Shannon K. Butcher is a rewrite to me. Because there's, I guess I could add more male characters. I don't know, but I gave this one 5-star and Breaking Away 4 stars, so I guess 4-star counts as a burn. I loved Breaking Away, but I think I love Finding the Lost more. It just, so many book problems. This is another reason why I picked just to do 3 from a couple from my reading list this year, because a lot of booktubers picked like Harry Potter, and what was another one, Percy Jackson, and then another, like Divergent or whatever, and it was so sad, because I know that's their favorite books, and they have to pick one to burn, and I've never burned a book, ever, and the fact that I had to burn a book that I liked, not happening. Alright, 3 books. That's 2. But let's talk about what these are. So we got Fury of Fire by Coreene Callahan, the 1st book in the Dragonfire Fury series, sorry. And next one, I know what I'm going to do with this one. Vampires Are Forever by Lynsay Sands, the 8th book in the Regan and Renew series. I gave that one 2 stars, so I pretty much bet that one's going to be a burn. Fury of Fire, I'm not sure about that one because I really like that one. And, let's see. At Grave's End by Jeaniene Frost, the 3rd book in the Night Huntress novel. Okay, so no doubt about it, Vampires Are Forever is going to be a burn for me. I didn't like the male character, which is weird because, you know, there was one line that I really didn't like. I mean, I read it and I know the character was with the character, but it really made me kind of frustrated with him, is the fact that he said, if women think at all, and I don't know why, but that really made me mad. I wasn't having a good day at work, and that really didn't go over well with me. I think I gave it 2-star, and her story started to get repetitive. I probably would have gave it a 3-star if not for that line, and so this was definitely a burn for me. I stopped reading her books after that one. Next one, okay, so I got Fury of Fire and At Grave's End. This is really difficult. I'm gonna have to reread At Grave's End because it's Jeaniene Frost. Enough said. No, I'm just kidding. I really liked this novel. There was a couple things that kind of made me kind of mad with it, but I understand why the author did that. I hate to give spoilers in these because you're just watching them, and Okay, I'm going to put a little symbol right here, and when this goes away, that means spoiler free. Okay, so the part that pissed me off the most was the fact that when Bones died, first of all, I missed the part where they was confirmed that he was dead, and when Bones died, she almost killed herself. What? That's not what the character does! So, even though I love this book, the ending kind of made up for it, and the beginning made up for it, just the middle part was... Alright, the next book. Fury of Fire by Coreene Callahan. This would be a rewrite for me. This is the first book on Dragonfire. Only because I didn't like the ending. The beginning and middle was great. I loved it. But the ending, it kind of felt forced. And this is another one of those positions where the characters didn't talk to one another about what was really going on. And I just would have changed the ending. Just a tweak. Just a little tweak. Alright, next one. It's really a beautiful day today. Alright, so I got 2. Okay, Lover Mine by J.R. Ward. Boy, if I burn this one, if that's the worst one, or if I want to burn that one, I'm going to have like a million hate comments by the end of this video. Oh yeah, I'm not going to burn that one. Okay, White Hot Kiss by Jennifer L. Armentrout. Dark Elements, first book. Oh yeah, the Lover Mine was Black Dagger Brotherhood, book 8. I have the book number on there so don't forget. And the last one is Retribution by Shannon K. Butcher. Sticking it to the bowl so I can see them. Okay. So, I would have to burn White Hot Kiss by Jennifer L. Armentrout. I think I gave this a 3-star. I know I didn't give it a 5. I think I may have given it 3.5 or a 4, possibly. I did not like the ending. I know there's a second book in the series. I did not like the ending on this one at all. Okay? Spoiler alert right here. If you see this, that means there's a spoiler going on. Don't listen. The main character guy, I don't remember his name, but he dies. But it's hinted that he's not dead, but I'm not sure. It was one of those I read, and I was really, really mad at the author for doing that, because I was like, I don't know, but he may be, but maybe not, and it was one of those, I didn't like the ending. Okay, that's all for now. Alright, next one. This is really difficult. I loved both Retribution. I think I gave Retribution 4 and Lover Mine 4-star on GoodReads. Okay, I have good reason for this one. I'm going to reread Retribution by Sherrilyn Kenyon because it was really good, and I read it on audible.com. It's really good. I love it. If you ever listen to any of Sherrilyn Kenyon's audiobooks, they're really good. I love the guy that does the audiobooks. He's really cool. So I would rewrite Lover Mine because I've noticed that as we mature with the Black Dagger Brotherhood series, or we get the more books that come out, she spends less time with the male characters. Like if you take for example, The King. I haven't read that one yet. I'm still going to read it. The King versus From What I Hear, or let's see, what is Love or Revenge, I think, from the first one, Dark Lover, and you see how many times the main characters, male and female, are in the book versus now. It's just big shock difference because they're not their main focus anymore, and that's good for a lot of books, but I think she's missing out on a really great love story that I would like to learn more about with them too. But that's the reason I rewrite it. More guy character, or the main guy character, John. Also, there was a few things I missed when I read that book that apparently are key and influential. I think if you've read the book, I think you understand what I'm saying. I hope you understand what I'm saying. Oops. Alright, the next one, Born of Silence. I also read this on Audible. Okay, Born of Silence by Sherrilyn Kenyon, the 5th book in the League series. I think I gave that one 5 star, maybe 4. I know it's at least a 4, probably a 5 star. I really liked it. So, Seduce Me in Shadows, I know which one I'm gonna do with that one. By Shayla Black, the Doomsday Brethren 2, and Walking Disaster by Jamie McGuire. Alright, so I'll start with the Burn one first. This is actually pretty easy. Burn 1. Shayla Black. There was a couple of instances where I cringed. Okay, I'll just say it. There was a rape scene in this novel that I would classify as rape scene. Rape scene in this novel, and the only reason, now I know that in the, the Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, there was a rape scene in that one, and when I actually went and watched the movie, and during that scene I had to literally get up and leave out the theater because that physically made me ill. I can't read stuff like that. I can't. And so when this happened, all of a sudden I was like, okay, maybe it's gonna happen, something's gonna happen, like in The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, she's gonna knee him, she's gonna cut off stuff, something. Nothing like that happened. And it was cringe-worthy about that. And it's just, the other book, if you take out that scene, the rest of it was pretty good. It would have been a 4 star, but I think I gave it a 3 star just because of that scene. And I really didn't like it. Yes, let's go with that. I know that wasn't what the author was intending, but it was just okay, next one on a happier note. Okay, so I got Born of Silence and Walking Disaster. Well, it's kind of a happier note. So, this is The Beautiful Disaster. I gave a 5 star. If this was Beautiful Disaster, apparently I read it last year. Who knew? If this was Beautiful Disaster, I would have put this as a reread, but since it is a Beautiful Walking Disaster, I'm going to put it as a rewrite. I would have had more differences in the book. Like when the guys are alone with themselves, I would have had the guys, talking more. I would have liked that, but I'm not a big reread person, but if they would have had more guy, because I know it's the same book, but from the guy's point of view, and it was just, I just think it was too much, but I think I still gave it like a 4 or 5 star. Oh, I think I gave it a 4 star. And then the last one, or the next one. I think I got 3 more, yes. So the next one is Born of Silence, is by Sherrilyn Kenyon. It is a reread for me. I loved this book. It was so thick too. I actually have this book up here. You can't see it, but it's up here near me. Anyway, this is a really good book. I loved the book, and I think I'm done. Even though I loved the book, I think I gave it a 5 star. I think I'm done with the League series because she's doing a lot of mini books about the series, and I have a hard time reading mini books about the series. I don't know why. It's a quirky thing I have. The last 3 are, come on, there we go. Once Burned by Jeaniene Frost. See, different series, same author. This is the first book in the Night Prince novel. The next one is Bound by, oh come on, I like these both. Bound by Night by Larissa, Ione, and Untouched. There we go. By Sara Humphreys. This is the second book in the Armentrout. Oh, names. Legends. I'm gonna have to burn, even though I loved it, Untouched by Sara Humphreys. Why would I burn this one? I just felt like she could have added a whole lot more elements to it, and I can't burn the other two. It's the reason. I can't burn the other two. I love them so much. So the next one, actually I'm gonna do the Reread first, is Once Burned by Jeaniene Frost. This one, I think I gave a 5-star. It was really good. But I think it could have had more Vlad in it. I think that would have been really cool to see more of him in it and longer. Yeah, if I give it 5 stars, I'm usually always saying it was way too short, and this one was way too short. Yeah, I love him so much. He's so cool. And I got the next book, I think it's called Twice Tempted, and I'm excited to read that book. Alright, the next one, and the last one, is Bound by Night by Larissa, Ione. The The first book in the Moonbound Clan Vampire series. Whew, that's a mouthful. This book, oh, goodness gracious, this was so good. I loved it so much. I am thinking it may be one of the top books this year. If it's not the first one, it's the second one. One of the Kresley co-authors are really neck and neck for it. It was so good. The ending. I'm gonna leave. Okay, this is gonna be a hyperlink to the review video that I did for it. You should totally go watch it. It's a much better in-depth review of this novel because it was amazing. So good. Okay, so have you read any of these books? Do you have different opinions? Do you have which one would you, if you had to pick some of the novels that I picked, pick 3 and say which one you would rewrite, reread, and burn. Which one would you do for these? And all the social media links are below, or my Pinterest, Tumblr, Facebook, Blogspot. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and I will see you again on Monday for Booking It Monday. And as always, go find your inner reader. See ya!